Hey guys, Gowie21 here with another Transformers video review. And today we're going to be looking at, yep, you can see it, Dark of the Moon, Deluxe Class, SIDESWIPE. So, I finally picked this guy up about a couple days ago on retail. He was, I think they had him on like 75% off or something because they're really trying to clear out their Dark of the Moon toys in my local Target. But, so basically, sorry, not Target, what am I talking about? Walmart. So basically, here's SIDESWIPE. I don't know what to say about this guy. I mean, it's an okay figure. It really is. For example, the rims painted very nicely, very nice. So you can see there's a great amount of detail into it. Sorry, the stuttering. There's the Corvette symbol in the front, very nice. They even painted some parts of it white. The grill, very nice again. They had some silver splitting in between it, very nice. The headlights, nice clear headlights. I like that. The taillights, nice transparent taillights. And one thing I really like about this vehicle mode is the convertible part of it. They had nice seats, even though like you can see right through it. I don't see the point of that. And you got a steering wheel there, so it's almost like a Human Alliance car. It reminds me of Human Alliance figure. So if they just enlarge this thing, this could go for a Human Alliance figure. So, but the car, sadly, the vehicle mode is the only good part about this figure. It comes apart. These panels never seem to stay together. This side does. This side just keeps, what's the word? Coming undone. I just don't get it. I love the windshield here. I love how they didn't have to. I love how it splits here for the transformation, but like when you put it together, barely, it doesn't even look like it splits. I like that. I like the intakes right here, or the whatever they're called. So I like the spoiler too. It's a very nice looking vehicle mode. Not very good. I mean, I am not impressed by this figure at all. The robot mode is it's terrible. The vehicle mode is, I would say, like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Overall, I think this figure is just not worth it. Here you can see the robot mode is even worse looking than the vehicle mode. Simply because of it just looks ugly. It really does. So that being said, he does come with this mech tech weapon, which is like completely useless, and like robot mode it just looks ridiculous. It's actually a pretty neat looking rifle. And it has a little scope, which is on one side. I don't see why that would work. And you have lots of barrels, 6 barrels sticking out of the front there. And you get really nice detail in there. You get some really nice, intricate looking detail. And of course, this little button you push here. Once you push that button, a sword pops out, like that. And it has some nice Cybertronian symbols on it, on both sides. Yep, it's on both sides. So you can, it's kind of cool how it works like that. Push it like that, and of course, you can put it on the car. There's a little MacTech port up there, and then there are 2 on the sides, so you can put it on the sides like that, and it can like flip out during car mode. I don't know why you would do that, or you can put it on top, which is what I would normally do, like that. And you can have it, have a little sword thingy flip out while using vehicle mode. No, that's coming in down there. But I don't do anything with that. This guy is gonna have a date with my airbrusher. Paintbrush. This guy's gonna get an all over silver paint job. It's just ugly. I call it prototype gray. It's literally the pieces come out of the mold, and they slap the figure together. And like, oh, there you go, it's done. It's just terrible. It really, it's ugly. Who would want to look at that? So yeah, and it's also, not to mention, tiny. It's just to add insult to injury. It's just tiny. It's about 7/8 tinier. No, 1/8 tinier than the last one. That even makes sense. But it rolls very well. The front wheel likes to get caught a lot for some reason, but it rolls decent. And of course, you got the whole kibble back here, under here, and everything. So I would say the vehicle mode's about 6 out of 10. Now for a quick size comparison, here he is with the twins, and he's in scale with these guys because because, you know, they're all Dark of the Moon figures. So he's in scale with them. He's way flat. He's about half as high. Half as high. I'd say about a fourth longer or a fifth longer than them. Actually, he's not that much longer than them. Actually, yeah, he is. And of course, the paint job. These guys are pretty cool. This guy just sucks. I hate. Whatever. Get that out of the way. So, vehicle mode. It's not so good. So to transform him, and the transformation is very cheap feeling. The thing feels very cheap. It's very plastic. You could break the thing. You really could, and it doesn't stay together very well either. So to transform him, what you want to do first, I'm going to transform him the way I transform him, just to make it easier. Transform him, what you want to do first is you grab these pieces here that always seem to pop out and just flip them down, like that. Because these will become the swords later on. And once you have that done, you can go ahead and loosen these side panels here, like that. Once you loosen those, you can bring these pieces out like that. And you can separate these side panels up, like that. Go ahead and separate. Bring it up, like that, and you can actually rotate them out, like that. So it's kind of weird. It's like doors. It's kind of weird. And then this whole back section here will flip up like that. And then these legs here, clearly the legs, come down. And the transformation is very similar to the Legends Dark of the Moon Sideswipe. Just saying. So now for the actually let's just finish everything first. This piece comes up. These pieces come out. What you want to do here is you can go ahead and grab this front section here of the car and pull up, and as you're doing that, get your fingernail under this part here and pull up, and the whole thing will come up. And this thing loves to pop off. Probably will pop off soon while I'm transforming the guy. So just be on the lookout. And you can see the front headlights become the chest now, not the back, which really pisses me off. I just don't get it. And now with these things, what you're gonna do is grab the wheel and just pull out like that. And these will become the arms. You're going to flip this abdomen piece out like that. And once you do that, and you can see this oversized head in there, bring that down. Little tab, little hole, this will just clip in there. Like that. Very good. Good. Bring these arms up like this. Rotate them. They're very stiff ball joints, or at least on mine. They're very stiff ball joints. Down, flip the hand out. You can flip the sword back if you want. I like to keep the swords back. The swords look ugly when they're deployed. Hands out. Now let's what I like to do for the backpack is I like to bring this hood piece down all the way down, and then when this piece comes up, that right angle up there will lock. I don't like to fold this piece back. I like to keep it up. That right angle, lock it in place and make it nice and flush, like that. And there you have this upper version of Sideswipe. And you can actually push this down a little bit more, like that. And now for these back pieces here, what you can do is you can just, I'll talk about this later. So here for the legs, what you want to do here, bring the legs back, fold that piece down, that kneecap, brings the leg back, fold the knee down, fold this piece out, like that, and then flip the foot down, like that, or flip the wheel down. Out, flip the wheel down. And the directions say to fold this piece down like that, and then those are his legs, but that's just ugly as crap to me. It just, I don't know what Hasbro was thinking with this guy. They could have just kept, and here is effectively Sideswipe in robot mode. Here he is. Again, he is decent. I like the look. I don't like there's some aspects that just ruin this figure for me. For example, the backpack. Of course, I like to leave these pieces out like this, or you can just like fold them all the way down like that and have them like seeping below like a huge dress back skirt or something. Or you can have them sticking out like this, like the way they are on vehicle mode, where they're like that. Or you can have them like sticking up, like that. Whatever you want. You can have them sticking out, like wings, if you want. That's what I like to do with my Dark Steel figure. But I don't see the gold in this figure. It's terrible. It really is. The feet, for example, like, what is this? This is feet to you? You could remove these. Oh, wait, you could. And also, just the side note, the directions say to bend the legs back like that and have his legs like that, and then bend them back like that. That's just ugly. I like to keep them almost almost straight. I like to keep them like that. It makes them taller. Little screw. Maybe you could unscrew this and clip it onto like here or something, glue it on there, and then you could fold these back and make them feet. I bet you could do that. Probably update to tell you guys whether you can or not. But what I like to do with this figure is I like to fold these toe pieces up, and he'll still stand very well. He won't fall over. Not as bad as the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Sideswipe. Oh, come on, stand you. Stand. Stand. Trying to get a Sideswipe figure to stand. Haha. Brings back old memories. Come on, stand. Stand. Hey, no, stand. There. It's standing. It's hard to stand him too. And the front toes don't do anything. And of course, you can have swords come out like that. That just looks ridiculous because they're too big in the first place. Oh, and then this piece loves to come undone. It's just a terrible figure. It's terrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But here you can have his swords, and you can do his whole schematics where he's like, skating down, and his feet are like, or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. And plus another thing, I hate the wheel feet because the wheels are thin. They're like half the thickness of the sidearm sideswipe figures. Plus they have this whole thing going on here. I don't like this. Like when you press down on it too hard, this happens like that. It'll fall down and the thing will flop back, and it makes the feet look really flimsy, and I hate that. Even now, it just doesn't look solid. Like, would you trust your own foot to support you? It looks like a little stick that's holding him up. As opposed to the sidearm sideswipe, which is, you know what, instead of talking about it, I'm actually going to make a comparison. Hold on. Let's fold these things up. Let's get him to stand. Come on, stand. Stand. Don't worry, this is the only time you'll have to stand, then you're going back into storage for me. Come on, man. Stand. Stand. Come on, stand, stand, stand. Stand. Ah, good. He's standing. Okay, so here's sidearm sideswipe. As you can see, it's a major difference. As you can see, like, the feet. Like, there's sidearm sideswipes. Very nice, very thick, very strong looking. Here's his. Like, what? I don't see why this is the better figure. All the hype for this is just crap. You got the, like, even the silver is just better looking. You can see the total difference between these two. The back kibble, there's like nothing as opposed to all this junk on the back of him. There's nothing on sidearm sideswipe. The legs are very solid looking. I just don't see it. I just don't see it at all. And the robot mode, they're about the Dark of the Moon's a little shorter. So just let you guys know. And of course, there's like no paint apps at all. Look in the chest. All you see is that little black thing right there. There's no paint apps. They didn't even bother giving him little pipes that go across his legs. Even though they had the molded little circles in there where the pipe would have ended up. Same here on the side. But other than that, it's a terrible figure. The head is too big. It's way too big. What else is bad about this figure? Okay, so I mean, there's no excuse for this. Hasbro had so much time to get this figure like at least a decent paint job. They wouldn't have to change the physical appearance of the figure at all. At least a decent paint job, but no, they had to. I don't see it. And of course, it comes with the mech tech gun, and his hand can hold it because it's in the shape of a circle, so you can hold it, and you can do that crazy crap when you fire on the gun, and the sword will pop out. Also, on the back of the hood piece here, you can see there's two mech tech ports on there, just like the Bumblebee figure. You can clip them in there, and you can have like a shoulder thing going on. Or you can use the same, and there we go, right there. See, it just popped off. So, it's little friction joints in there. Just come on, you. Come on. Okay, there we go, like that. You can use the magnetic ports on the back here that were in the cars, on the side of the car. There's the little panel there, is a little spring loaded there, so that's a little nice. I like that. I like that part at least. They don't like leave obnoxious holes like they did in Voyager Ironhide. And you can have that whole rack thing where you can store the weapon on his back, which makes him even more back heavy. And you can use that one final magnetic port on the back here. So there you have it. Not a very impressive figure. I do not recommend this. I got this guy for $5. That's more than 50% off. So it still wasn't worth it. I would say like get this guy for free or like in a bundle or something. It is just not worth it at all. I highly recommend the sidearm sideswipe figure, even though that's from 2 years ago. It's still a year ago. It's still the definitive sideswipe. So there you guys have it. Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Sideswipe. See you guys.